Hi my muddy people, welcome back. I'm Nat at Mud Magic. Thank you for joining me again for part 2 of my decal kiln unload. So I got a message from Michelle Dickey. So Michelle, this video is dedicated to you, the whole thing, because she said that I didn't hold my decals still long enough for everybody to have a look at. And I looked back at my video, and yes, because I was on my lunch break, I was a bit manic and I was trying to show trace up and down between two cameras, and yeah, it was a bit crazy. So I thought I'll just do a part 2 to that video and show you the decals a bit better. I also have some sheets out to show you as well, so you can see what I meant by that they go a bit lighter for anyone who's interested. Now this is the plate Michelle also said to me, because look what happened. She said to me, sort of bury it in the half in the garden, sticking up like that behind a plant. So I love that idea, Michelle. Thank you. I am definitely going to do that. It's kind of perfectly, almost perfect, right, to still see the colour in the decal. So that's the little shell. I've tried to get the light as best I can, so you'll just have to put up with me. And then I'll just put that over there. So then we have, so I've just got the sheets of any that I had duplicated, like I had 2 sheets so that I can show you the exact ones. I haven't even looked to compare yet, so it will be interesting for me as well. So this one up here I used on this mug here. So see, it's even more blue. It's changed colour. I mean, that's a speckled clay as well, doing that. And then the one on the back is the one below it. This one here is this one. And of course, everybody's clay is going to make a difference. So yeah, they do change a bit. They've actually gone darker, not lighter. So there you go. But they've changed. But I think that's the speckle affecting it as well. So that's that one. And then I'll just quickly show you the non-broken, because that is different shells. But that's a non-broken plate of the same. And then the other skull one, which is here. So down this one down here is the one I used on here. So that one has gone a little bit lighter. It's hard to see with that glare. So that's what I meant. It's only a little bit lighter, but they do go lighter, which is what Kim at Unseth said. They go a little bit lighter. And then this one is this top middle one. So that's quite different, that top middle one. So I picked it because it had the blue in it. And it's a bit lighter. They're very similar, those two. So yeah, that's the skulls. And then Mr. Unicorn, I'm just going through the ones that I have the duplicated sheets of, so because I've got the sheets. So this one, this head was this top middle head, and this is where Trace was saying they came more pastel and prettier and lighter. It's not by much, but I much prefer them on the mug. I think they're much prettier. The face is a lot less yellow and it's a lot less orange. It's more apricot-y or a prettier orange. And then I did the full, this bottom right-hand corner one. And that's what I meant by, you can kind of see his face is lightened, so you can see his face a little bit better. But you see his tail looks lighter, the shading looks lighter. But he looks more vibrant as well. So yeah, I love that one. I've just got to remember which ones I've shown you. And then this one, where was this one? Here. So this one is the top middle one, is the Phoenix. Again, it's more pastel, so the sheet looks more red in the body and it looks more pink on the mug. Again, it's not speckled actually, that's the speckled vanilla stroke and coat on that one. Which of course, if you put a bit of a coloured glaze, it's going to make a difference as well to your piece, to the colours. And then this one is not that one. This one is, oh, did I even have it here? Oh yeah, here it is. So Mr. Cheshire Cat is this one here. So again, it's a little bit gone a little bit more blue than green. That one's more green and more yellow on the edge here. You can still see the fainter yellow, but it's much more blended. This is quite bright. Again, I prefer it on the mug. Again, that's a speckled clay, so yeah. And then the one on the back is this one here, which again is a bit lighter. So yeah, it's not a massive difference, but it's just interesting for anyone who wants to look at using them. They might be interested to see that. And then this is the last sheet that I have, and then I can just show you the mugs. That's what I want to do, the sheets. So this one is quite interesting because that's quite a bit lighter, because I think that's even this middle one here. I think, yeah, because they're both the same. Yeah, look at the difference on that one. So it's interesting because that's more the pinks. That's really burnt out. But again, it could be the speckled clay. It'll be interesting to see them on honey flux or on the white clay or something. And then the one on the back is, which one? I'm trying to see which one. Must be this one here. It's hard to pick them when the colours have changed so much. This one here. So yeah, that's probably the most difference of all the sheets. And again, interesting that it's the pinks. You know, pinks always burn out. But these are fired so much lower, you wouldn't think that would happen. But anyway, interesting. So that's all the sheets that I had duplicates of so that I could show you. So let's just go with the rest of them just to show you, because Michelle asked just to see them a bit better. The little owl. I love how the pinks blend in with that and the background pink comes through. I actually really love that one. And then the turtle gets a bit lost on the speckle. So I like the honeydew. It's a beautiful Amico honeydew. Goes in with that green there really nicely. But yeah, they're a bit hard to make out what they are, even in person. That one's better than that one. I mean, they're both fine really, but you would have to pick them up like at the markets at a distance. You wouldn't be able to tell sort of what they were until you picked it up and really looked at it. And then we have Jane's mushroom. That's a bit kind of dark and evil, that mushroom, which means I love it. I think it's really cool, but it won't be everybody's taste. So that could look really cool with one of the skulls, one of the flame skulls on the other side. Like if you did something like that, or that. Find ones that kind of match in together. Do a skull on one side and then the mushroom on the other. Oh, that could be really cool. But I don't have another one now because I only got one sheet of the mushrooms. And then that's a prettier, more pastel-y one, so they don't really go together, those two, but that's okay. It's learning. And then we have one of my favourites. I just love this snail, and I think it's because he doesn't have a background and he's not busy and he's so easy to see. He looks so crisp because of it. I mean, you look at anything really that has a background, like the one we were just looking at, the turtle, even the darker turtle, and it's just so much crisper. I mean, I love the turtle, don't get me wrong, but that's just so, it's going to look so great at the markets on the speckled cottontail. He's so cute. I was thinking I'd just do this as a short. Well, that was never going to happen. one mug would have been 30 seconds. So that is the Beachy Heart. Because it's on the oatmeal, it's a bit hard to see. The decal itself had that oatmeal colour in it for the sand. So it looks like you're seeing the oatmeal through, which you probably are, but the actual decal itself did have that oatmeal colour in it. That's pretty, I love that one. But I could almost have had that line of flux here too. Just a very thin, small line of flux just to blend it a little bit better. But you never know if you're going to get a big run right down the middle there. So they are a little bit rough. I don't know if I should buff them up or something. I might give them a bit of a buff. Kim, you can let me know. Or whoever wants to let me know. This one is Tracy's little elephant. That whole sheet was cute. I got about 4 different sheets in this patchwork quilt kind of effect. And each sheet is different little creatures, little animals and monkeys and snails and all elephants and all sorts of things. And that was the one that I was saying where the bridge of his glasses was missing. I might just give them a wipe over with a damp sponge to start with and just see. There might be just a bit of a residue on them. And he's cute. And this one you really couldn't see on my video. It's always happy hour when or where I'm camping. Maybe that moved a little bit there and it's obscured the writing. So I love that because it's me. Because if I have to camp, I have to have wine. I hate camping. And our markets are right next to a campground. I didn't put one on the other side because I thought when you've got writing, you don't want 2. One's enough. Plus the glaze itself, isn't that beautiful? You'll have to look back to find out what that was because I can't remember. There's definitely honey flux river birch and just honey flux inside. Maybe soft red, I'm not sure. Over it, it's pretty. And then, oh no, this was Tracy's. The elephant wasn't Tracy's. The hedgehog. I think he goes in so well with the teal drift. It's another phase, it's glaze, teal drift. And this one goes really well too, I think, because his wing is almost the same colour as the teal drift. He looks like a little peach face. Lovebird. I love peach faces, they have so much personality. He's gorgeous. And that teal drift, oh, I love that glaze. And then my favourite, my keeper, and I am definitely keeping this because the more and more and more I look at it, the more and more and more I love it. I mean, you can just see, is it just me? How that's a wave forming and it's just curling over to crash on the shore. And he looks like he's dunked down into the water and then he's gotten water all dripping off him as he flies off. I love those watercolour butterflies, so that sheet I'll be playing with more. Yes, I love that. I love the whole effect of that plate. Not just the decal, but I do love that. And that's not a mistake. It's a mistake of placement. That's actually a little heart. I don't know if you can see it. Because of my stand, I don't think I can get in there, but it's actually a little heart. That was part of it, and I thought, oh, we'll get fancy and try and put it up. I should have put it a little tiny bit higher so it was on the rim. Doesn't it looks like a splodge, like an error now, but it's not. So that's that one. So I think that's all. So the next thing that I'm going to attempt is this mug that I showed you that I put mother of pearl on, and it's all milky, so I think I did it too thick. But when I kind of wiped it with my shirt, the film did come off a little bit, but not really. So it's ruined anyway. So what I'm going to do is, Vicky at Kookaburra Pottery recommended to me to wipe over it with methylated spirits. So it's definitely too thick, because you can see on the handle, I didn't put much on the handle at all, and it hasn't got that milky effect. It's really pretty on the handle. So it's definitely too thick. So the other thing I want to know, if you guys know, can I put that through a cone 6 firing again, and will that burn off the mother of pearl? Because you low fire mother of pearl. So if I do that at cone 6, will it burn off? Now, I actually had forethought, and I actually took the cap off. So it's one of those kid, you know, I was going to say kid friendly, kid not friendly, those caps so kids can't get into them, which are really hard to get off. So I actually pre-thought and took it off. So that was amazing. So let's see. Now, Vicky, disclaimer, if this ruins the whole thing, I really do not care, because it's ruined already anyway. So let's just try it and see. I'm not even looking, look at the paper towels over it. Oh yeah, let's find a spot where you guys can see where it's really milky. Let's go this orange flower. Let's see how it's really milky. Let's give that a really good go. Just see whether anything at all happens, and then I can watch this video back myself and see. I think that has improved it. So you can actually see where the milkiness comes back in again from where I've wiped it. So I think you're right, Vicky. I believe that's worked. But the other thing that it definitely has done is that grainy feel has eased. It's not gone altogether, but it's definitely eased. So it's still not great, because I think it is still too thick. But I think doing that over a good piece will be like the final cleanup of it. So having said that, I don't know if this is a bit scary. I'm really pushing quite hard with that. But I'll spend some time and really go over that, because it's getting rid of the roughness as well. But already that's looking much better to me. It's a shame you can't see it. It'll never be great. I just want to see if it would help at all. And it has. I'll be interested to look back on the video and see the before and after, whether that's just my hope, wishful thinking. But let's try it then. This is probably a bit silly on this one. I love this bowl, so I'm just going to get a fresh towel and fresh methylated spirits. Vicky was just like, put up this big disclaimer. Please test it first, because it was her suggestion. So the mug was my tester, Vicky. Now I'm just going for it. So I only put the mother of pearl on the outside, and I wish you could see it. It's really beautiful. Look on the blue butterfly. You can see it. You can see the color, or I can on my camera. So I think you really can see it. So it's beautiful on this. It worked really well. I did put less on this, I remember, because I applied this one second, and this one, even when I applied it, I was feeling like it was a much better application by me. It was almost like I was getting used to using it already. The mug, I was a bit clunky with the mug. And this still had heavy parts to it, but it felt much better. And that is just, it doesn't do much, but it definitely cleans it off. So let's have a look back on that blue butterfly now. If I can get the light again like I had it before. Yeah, see, look, you can really see it. I hope you can see it, because I'm looking through the camera and I can see it. It's beautiful. I'm gonna have to do a short in the sun. It's night time now. Tomorrow, Christmas Day, I'll have to try and do a short in the sun for you. Or even just have a look at it for myself in the sun, see what it's going to look like at markets. Not that I'm selling this piece, but I just love it. I always want to use the mother of pearl. I think it's going to be great, even a piece like this, just to highlight the butterflies and not do the whole thing, because it is expensive. But yeah, it surprised me how very little you use. The tiniest little bit, like I only dip the brush probably 4 or 5 times to do this whole big bowl, and you only do one very, very, very thin coat. I know now from the mug, a very thin coat. Look at it here. I think you can see it there. It's just so pretty. It's just what I wanted. Yay. So that is it. So I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, if I remember, with my short at the beach, showing a Christmas summer at the beach, and maybe this in the sun if I remember as well. I'll leave this up here on the kiln, that'll remind me. So that is it. So yeah, it definitely wasn't a short at 21 minutes, but if you made it this far, well done. And Michelle, I hope that you liked that. I think that was a lot calmer. So thank you very much for joining. Stay muddy and have a magic day. Bye.